breakout to the upside, right? The price of a stock or instrument or anything you're trading, the price will rise when demand is greater than supply. When demand beats supply, when demand outstrips supply, the price of an asset will rise. And that's what's happened over here. Now, from a trading perspective, the way we want to interpret this is by saying, okay, we see aggression of the sellers, right? Aggression of the sellers, but we see a bullish breakout. Aggression of the sellers, and we see a bullish breakout. Now, with these two things, we can confirm our demand zone, because in this region, there's a ton of sellers, right? Aggressive sellers, right? But are they rewarded, right? These aggressive sellers, are they rewarded? No, right? And that's what the absorption principle stands for. That's exactly what you saw here. You see all these aggressive sellers, but we have constant breaks to the upside, which just shows us that a demand is in control, or a demand has been created. So the reason this is important now is because you don't want to ignore this level. So we had this level here that kept holding throughout the whole of December, and it continued to hold all the way until the New Year's now. So going back to my point here, where has the most pain occurred, right? The most pain occurred here, key level. Now, going into the next week, this key level also gave us a couple of things to look at. And so this is where we start to use other concepts to our advantage, right? So we're still looking at delta, but in this case, it's the flip side, right? Things have now flipped in reverse. So here we had buyers that were in control, right? So when aggressive sellers fail, passive buyers are in control. Now here, as we begin to break below the zone, we have the exact opposite, right? So here, passive sellers are in control. So it's the same exact zone. Once you have your key levels marked out from fair value gaps, you just want to keep dragging them to the right and seeing the reactions from those zones. Super simple, right? So that's everything from an absorption standpoint. I just want to quickly go over volume as well, because volume profiles are important. So when it comes